Well, all right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? It is now Wednesday, March 24th. Wow, we're already a couple of days into spring. That's crazy. And the weather is showing, so it's beautiful out there. Hey, got my coffee, got my water, essentials. Now, listen, guys, I kind of, as you can see, I'm in a pair of jeans, and I'm drinking water, and I'm drinking coffee, and I'm listening to music. All this to say, stretches are really, really good for you. They really start your day off right. Myself, when I don't do it, I have been noticing that I feel very different. I feel really energized when I do my stretches. But it doesn't always have to be this perfect environment. Yeah, I'm down here with all this fitness equipment and stuff like that. But you can do this anywhere. You can do this in the kitchen. You can do this in your bedroom. Heck, you can do half of them laying in your bed, right? So whatever the scenario is that you're comfortable in doing these stretches, that's what you need to do, right? Because it's more important that you do them than it looks like some kind of perfect environment, all right? So that being said, here we go. We're going to do our stretches. We're going to do standing stretches today. So I got like a dry eye, but that's okay. Apparently I have allergies. Who knew? All right. So first one we're going to start off with is our referred to the mountain stretch or the pencil stretch, right? So we're going to have our legs together, hands completely like this. So this is neutral, right? You have pronated, you have supinated, these are neutral. Here we go. And we're going to reach up, up above our head. Now we really want to try to get those hands straight up beside us, right? So we're aiming straight for that sky. Nice. And we're just going to hold it. And remember, relax. And down. Good. We'll do two of these. These are really, really good, right? So there we go, right? Remember, it doesn't take long. A couple of seconds. We go up, get in that position. Deep breath, and we hold it just a few seconds. And back down. See? Nice and easy. Perfect. Okay. Now, next one we're going to do two things for our shoulders. It's very important that we get that internal rotation that everybody has corrected, okay? So, first thing we're going to do some angels, okay? So what you're going to do, they're technically wall angels. So you want to get your hands up pretty much straight, right? Lined up from your palm to your elbow on your sides, right? If this is uncomfortable for you, you might have a little bit of tightness, you can lean it forward a little bit. Come as far back as you comfortably can, right? So then, like you would be doing a snow angel, I mean, it's a small snow angel, right? We're just going to run your arms up and down. So you don't have to reach quite as high as the other one, but if you see, you want to keep that line going. So this is one that we're going to do a few instead of counting seconds. Because this is mobility, not quite as much as a muscle stretch or a joint stretch, but more of a mobility exercise. Good. We're almost there. Let's get two more. There's one. Last one. And two. Good job. Perfect. All right. Now, next one we're going to do, we're going to need a towel or something. Again, it could be a towel, old t-shirt, pillowcase, whatever you're comfortable with. It's fine. Okay? Here's what we're going to do. So you remember yesterday where we pulled the arm back? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull this arm straighter. So we're going to pull down. So we're really connected like this. We're going to pull down on the bottom edge and just try to get that elbow up. Right? Now your hand is going down the center of your spine, you see. So we're just trying to hold that like that. And this is a stretch. A couple of seconds. Good. And release slowly. Nice. Good job. Perfect. All right. Other side. Right? So up and over. And maybe you're more coordinated than me when it comes to flipping towels over your head. All right. And there we go. So now we give that little stretch. Try not to let your elbow end up here next to your head. Try to keep it back here. And we give it a bit of a stretch. We relax, always relax. Good. And we release slowly. Nice. Perfect. Doing great. Oh, we're already almost here. Now we're going to work on some chest openers. Okay, we want to open this diaphragm because breathing, a lot of times, oh man, the allergies. A lot of times you'll have tight muscles here, right? And that kind of pulls our whole diaphragm in. This actually helps your breathing to expand your chest. So puff it out, right? You see foghorn and leghorn back in the old cartoons. Remember that? All right, we're just going to puff it out. Good. And we're just going to bring our arms back. We're going to open it up Rio de Janeiro style, right? Deep breath. Good. And back down. Good. One more like that. Puff out that chest. Open up that diaphragm. Good. And back down. That's it. Great. We're halfway there, guys. We're already down to the torso twists or snake charmers, right? So let's get those arms up. Okay, why do we have the arms up? Because we want to make sure that those shoulders aren't rolling. So if you're prone to this, you want to be up. Okay, good. Here we go. Now we're going to turn to one side nice and slow. Now you're going to get to a point where your hips want to pull. So don't let your hips pull. Once you get there, that's your spot. You stop. And you relax. You let those muscles relax into that stretch. Doing great. All right, other side. And we have one bonus one at the end, guys. A little bit harder, but we're going to go through the basics first, and we have the bonus one in later. And good. Perfect. You see, just like that. All right, now we're going to work on the lumbar region, our favorite. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand, legs planted, toes forward. Okay, so what you're going to do, slight bend in the knees, just a slight one. Disengage the hamstring. You're going to slide forward, and you lean on your knees. So now your back is nice and supported, right? You don't really have to work too hard. Now we're gently, if this is already tight for you, this is where you stop, okay? You relax here. But for those of you who really want a deeper stretch, we then can let ourselves sink down to the floor and just relax that lumbar region. Just like that. Good. Nice. A little bit more. Now, before you get up, your hands go on your knees and lift up, support your shoulders, right? So now your back is nice and supported. Now we stand up. Perfect. I mean, you guys are crushing it today. This is great. Okay, next will be for your hamstrings. Now, just like we did when we're either in a chair or sitting down, you want your leg to be completely straight with your toe at a good 90 degrees, your foot, okay? Now, this can mean you want to lean it up against something if you have trouble holding it because you might need some balance support, right? That's okay. Just to make sure it's not too extremely bent. Now, next thing we need to do is you got to keep that upper back, the lower back straight, the upper body, right? Why? Because hamstring you're going to pull on the top and the bottom. If I bend my back and I do this, a lot of pressure down here at the knee. We do not want that. Got to get up nice and tight. Pull up on the top side of the hamstring, right? And then we lean forward. Now, as you do that, knee is going to flex. That's your stretch reflex. Relax that knee. Good. And even if you're like this, you want to hold on to something. If you don't need a wall, you want to try like this and put your hand on something. Don't worry about it. What's important is that you're stretching the area you're supposed to be stretching. How you look doing it, what you're holding on to, doesn't matter. Heck, if you're in the advanced years of your life and you want to do this on a walker, do it on a walker. It's fine. Everybody can do this. We just have to find a way that we're comfortable doing. You don't have to simulate me exactly, right? It's this that you're concentrating on. Back straight and forward. Release the knee. The knee's going to happen. Instinctively, the knee's going to happen. So don't worry. Good. All right. I like my hands on my hips. Why? I don't know why. Feels right. There we go. Good. Everybody's different, you see. Some people like them here. Some people do this. Some people, a lot of things. I like my hands on my hips. I find it brings my shoulders back a bit, right? Doesn't let them roll. Brings my shoulders back a bit and kind of feels like I'm holding on to something, even though it's myself. But it really centers that balance. Helps out a lot. All right. Long story short, of course. But that's me. If you know me, and there's something that can be said in 3 words, I promise you I'll say it in 30. Okay. So, next thing we're going to do, we're going to stretch out our calves. Okay? So, nice stance. Not too wide. So wide enough, depending, I mean, this will adjust as your flexibility increases, right? But you want to be far enough back that leaning forward will cause tension on your calf. But you don't want to be starting off in a position where your Achilles tendon is taking pressure. Because then when you go into the stretch, you can injure it and tire it out. And we don't want that, right? So a nice stance. I'm going, let's say, a deep stride. You can go as far back as you need to. But if your heel wants to come off the ground, you're too far, okay? So here we are. We just sink forward. Now, again, lean on the wall if you need to lean on the wall. Lean on a piece of furniture if you need to, right? Whatever it is. I have good stabilizing muscles. I've worked them out. I didn't always have good stabilizing muscles. So don't worry about it. Good. And we relax that calf muscle. Right? The T dissipating in water. Good. In just a few seconds. Nice. And back. Good. All right. Other side. Here we go. And forward. You might notice that one leg is easier than the other one. So one stretch is better than the other one. Very normal. Adjust your stride. It's not a problem. Good. Ooh, I looked down at my feet and I almost tipped over. See? It happens. Right? You want to stay focused. The minute you lose your focus, it's over. That's why I'm only got my hands on my hips. It's not because I'm sassy. All right. There we go. And done. Perfect. Now we'll do some ankle circles. Right? We're going to do closed chain. Toe on the ground this time, not heel. Right? Want to make big circles. Good. We'll do 10 in each direction. Well, there's my alarm going off telling me to wake up. Should turn the ringer off. I'll remember that next time. Good. Perfect. Other side. Here we go. Are you ready? Just big ones. Even if they're square, a little bit janky, it's okay. The intent is what matters, right? Yes, maybe you can't do a perfect circle, but try to do the perfect circle, because then eventually you'll get there. Nice. Good job. All right, so that's all the basics. Now we're going to do a little bit of a special one. It's going to help with the groin area, help a little bit with the hamstrings and the lower back, but not so easy. So here's what you're going to do. In the big wide stance. Now, ideally, if you have a slippery floor, you want to be careful. Maybe put one foot up against the wall or something, because you don't want to slide out in the splits that maybe you weren't ready to do. Nobody wants that. Okay, so like this. Okay, nice and straight. Toes pointed forward. Now, we're going to bend down, just like we did our lumbar stretch. Keeping the back straight till about here. Right? And then we lower ourselves down. Good, and you're going to get a deep stretch right here. It's going to help with the lumbar region. Good, and we relax into that stretch. Good. again, we support our lower back on our way up. And up we go. You want to do that one again one more time? Okay, because this is our bonus one. We don't do it all the time, so maybe we need a refresher on this one. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Nice wide stance. Wide enough that you feel that you're pretty much stretched, right? So you feel a tiny bit of tension, but not to the point that if you do any more, you're going to hurt. Because that's what the bend is going to do, right? So if you're already at that point where you feel like it hurts a little bit, that bend is going to be too much, right? So you just want to feel it. Think of it like, here we go, my show and tell, right? So think of it like this is your little hamstring tendon, yeah. Anyway, the groin, thank you, my goodness, it's early, right? So imagine this is it. Now you just want to pull it till it's there, right? And then the deep stretch when we bend over, okay? So that's all you want. Ready? Here we go. Now, forward, just like we did with the lumbar, and down. Good, and let yourself dangle. You're not pushing, you're not bouncing. You're relaxing and letting yourself sink into that stretch. Good. All right. Hands on the hips, support the back, and up you go. So there you go, everybody. That's it. You did all your stretches head to toe with a bonus, which is great. And listen, it's another beautiful day out there. Spring is here, so it's going to start raining soon. It's going to get kind of up and down with the temperature, but take advantage of today. Listen, that's one of the things that I learned recently in life. You know, you often think, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go for a walk tomorrow, or I'll do these things tomorrow. It's very easy, and it's very normal. It's very human. We all do it. Procrastination is something all of us do, right? Maybe we don't do it at work, but maybe we do it at home. Maybe we don't do it at home, maybe we do it at work, whatever it is. I mean, we all procrastinate in one way, shape, or form. Maybe what we're procrastinating on is taking care of ourselves, right? That's something I'm sure a lot of us can relate to. We're so busy taking care of everybody else. You know, maybe you got a family with a job and you got all these things to take care of. And we never stop and take a breath to take care of ourselves. What happens is we keep doing all this stuff and we start deteriorating. When we deteriorate, we can no longer help those people that we like to help. When we can't help those people that we like to help, we then start to feel like somehow we're failing, right? So let's start here, right? Take care of ourselves so that we can do more for others. You are important. Believe me, I know all too well it's easy not to put ourselves at the top of the list because then we feel selfish about it somehow, or we feel guilty by that. But taking care of yourself is not putting you above everybody else. What it is putting everybody else in a position to continue to enjoy you being there and helping them. All right, so on that, guys, take some time for yourself today. Enjoy the day. Get out before it starts to rain. Get some fresh air. And just have a good day. It's Wednesday. The weekend's on its way, right? It's great. All right, so have a good day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.